Welcome to Clarinet Lesson 1. The first thing we're going to learn is how to put our clarinet together. I know we've done that in class. You grab the bell, and you grab the largest piece of your clarinet, the longest piece. You put it in gently. You may have to twist it in order to get it in all the way. Then you grab the second largest. You have to know that these holes must line up. Here you can see it has a little notch. You can probably see it right there. And some clarinets do not have that. If they don't have that, just make sure that all the holes line up. Again, you may have to twist just a little bit. You'll see there. All the holes line up flat in order to do that. Then you add your neck piece. Again, you may have to twist it. If your clarinet is very difficult to put together, you may need to put some cork grease on it. The way you put cork grease on it is you put it on the cork itself. It comes in a little tub or like a lip chapstick type of thing. You put it around here, and over time it gets easier. Now, how do you put your reed on? I will show you quickly. As I'm doing this, I want to remind you that all clarinet players must have 3 reeds with them at all time. Here's your reed, here's your mouthpiece. Make sure that this screw part goes where the hole is. Okay, I know I'm missing mine, but you should have yours. You make sure that this has a lot of moisture on it. You can do that by putting it in your mouth. Typically, you put this in your mouth as you're assembling your clarinet to make sure that you have it wet enough in order for it to vibrate or cause a vibration. Make sure you put the flat side here, goes on the clarinet itself. You can move the ligature. And the best way to do it is put your finger here and push all the way till you can feel the black plastic of the clarinet. Once that's done, hold it in place. You may have to check that again. You can see there how it's even with the black mouthpiece. Then you turn the screw here to make sure it's on tightly. Once that is on, you place it onto your clarinet. Make sure that the reed is on the side where there's only one hole. This is your thumb hole. Make sure that's even. So when you hold it, your thumb goes back here, your left thumb goes here, your first finger goes on this hole, second finger on this hole. Third finger, you notice, does not have a silver button at all, but that's still where you put your third finger. Fourth finger on this one, fifth, sixth, and usually your seventh will go here or here. All right? So we're going to learn our first 3 notes from our book. The first note we're going to learn is E. E is the first line on the treble clef. E, to play E, you put your thumb and the first finger. You must make sure that you cover the hole completely or else it may not sound correctly. The way you place this mouthpiece into your mouth, you do this kind of a shape on your lip, bottom lip. The clarinet rests on top, and then your mouth sits right on top, closing it with your lips. Like this. Here, teeth, close. And you'll see I'll be playing E, which is thumb and first finger E. I want you to play 4 E's along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're having a hard time playing, first of all, check your reed. If your reed is chipped or cracked, it will not work properly. Also, if you put your mouth too far in, you'll make this kind of a sound. Not a pretty sound. If you don't put your mouth far enough in, you can't make a noise at all. You need to make sure you put it right, perfectly set. So what I would suggest is you try going in and out with the instrument. For example, I'll start not far in. And you will find the spot where it best works for you in order to make a sound. So we have E. Look at your book now. Song number 1 has your first note, which is E. And you play E for 4 beats, then rest for 4 beats because you have a whole rest. Remember, a whole rest is 4 beats of silent. So follow along with me. You can pause this at any time and repeat any part if you're having to go back to review. All right, we're going to play number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Make sure, remember, E is the thumb right here and the first finger. Now, if you look on song number 2, you have your next note, which is an F. F is the first space on the bottom of the treble clef. In order to play F, all you do is you lift up your first finger and you keep your thumb down. Again, make sure that it's completely covered. It should sound like this. I'm going to play E and then F so you can hear the difference in the 2 pitches. There you go. Remember, F is just your thumb. Make sure it's covered. On the back here also, you'll notice there's this rest here. Your right hand thumb goes here to hold. Okay, you see this also, this little bar. Some clarinet players like to have a neck tie around them to help them hold it up. We haven't used that here, but if something you think you want to do, you're welcome to do that. But you can hold it with your thumb to balance your clarinet. So song number 2, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to play F for 4, rest for 4, F for 4, rest for 4, and play F for 4. Look at number 3. You're going to alternate from E to F. E to F. Remember, F is just your thumb. E to F. Let's play number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, ready, F. Rest, 2, ready, F. Rest, 2, ready, E. Rest, 2, 3, 4. For the majority of the first quarter, we're going to only be playing 3 notes. The third note that you're going to be learning is G. G, remember, E is this, F is this. So G, what you're going to do is not push any button down whatsoever. But you still need to hold your clarinet. So you can put your finger down here under the hold to make sure it's still balanced. Here is G. We'll start with F, and we'll start with E. F, lift the finger, cover the back with your thumb. G, lift up all your fingers. Listen to all 3 notes. Another thing to keep in mind is as you're playing these notes, you can separate them by saying in your mind or in the back of your mouth, you're saying 2. That separates the notes so you're not going like this. You do not need to take a breath for every single note that you play. You do steady airstream in order to play the notes properly. Also, make sure that your mouth is completely covering the mouthpiece so it doesn't have any kinds of leaks. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to do E, F, G, F, E. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are your first 3 notes that you need to learn. So practice, practice, practice. Again, if you cannot get a sound out of here, make sure you check your reed. Make sure it's not cracked or broken. Make sure that this is tight enough. Make sure it's facing the correct direction. When I'm playing, you don't see the reed here. Okay, so make sure, if you can see a reed here, then you have it on backwards. Make sure to remember this is E, this is F, and this is G. And you use your hands to balance it, your right hand down here, to help balance your clarinet. Also, make sure when you take it apart that you twist a little bit as it comes apart and put it back in your case where it needs to go. If you have a cleaner, you can clean it to remove some of the condensation. That would be good. All right. Well, I look forward to hearing you play your first 3 notes in class. Watch this video several times. I know you're going to do a great job, and I look forward to hearing you.